Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Drift TCG here. So, some really big news broke recently in the Pokemon collecting space. CGC is currently under a lot of fire, and this is probably the biggest scandal of 2025 so far, given we are only a month in. And I'm pretty sure this is still going to be the biggest scandal of 2025. So, CGC is currently under a lot of fire because apparently a lot of these Pokemon playtest cards that were believed to be printed in the 1990s, like 1995, 1996, are or were printed in 2024 and the 2020s. And obviously, this is a big problem because a lot of these cards are currently going for thousands of dollars. See, as you guys can see here, these cards are being sold on eBay right now for around 1,600, 1,200, 7,000, 2,000, depending on what Pokemon it is and the grade, obviously. And what this specific user found out is that there has been the metadata of the card itself shows that it's printed in 2024, which is insane. And if you guys didn't know, when you guys print something from your printer, the printer itself leaves like a little bit of its own signature, I would say, or metadata, and anything that you print can be traced back to you and that specific printer. In case you guys didn't know, and so this guy discovered that and just put all the cards under a microscope and saw that they were all printed in 2024. As you guys can see here, so the full images are just high enough resolution to make out the dots, and obviously it shows that it's been recently printed. And this is actually crazy because if you guys don't know, CGC actually guarantees that every card is authentic, and obviously if CGC grades an unauthentic card, everyone is going to have trouble with CGC. And these cards recently, or they were originally, came from someone with close ties to the original Pokemon playtesters who used these cards to help develop the Pokemon TCG. And now this really brings in the question of the authenticity of every single of these Pokemon playtest cards. You don't know where these cards are coming from, and you don't know, like, if it's actually legit, because for some reason CGC didn't have the bright idea of even like seeing or looking at the metadata of the printed cards. And obviously this hobby is crazy filled with money. It's honestly surprising to me how long it took for people to print something like this and just try to resell it as a real card. But yeah, this is really scary, and people are going to be down thousands of dollars because of this, which is actually insane. And this, I don't know how this affects CGC. I don't know how this affects their market share. Their market share. Maybe it goes down. Maybe people stop using CGC. But yeah, this is just like the biggest Pokemon news I've heard in a while, or some of the biggest. And people were really raising a lot of questions of these cards like a couple months ago, or maybe even like a year ago, because these cards just started to pop out of nowhere. And there's no way that there's this many playtesters of the original Pokemon game, right? But CGC has some serious explaining to do. And this is obviously going to take a big hit to their credibility. I don't know how this affects their market share. Like I said, maybe Tag swoops in and takes their market share. Personally, I like the Tag. I still collect PSA though, and what is really odd is that a lot of these are Gem Mint 10s, which if you really think about it, it's kind of crazy that there's just still so many Gem Mint 10s, right? A damn near 20-year-old card, or what is it? No, 30-year-old card. Wait, is it 20? Oh my god, I can't do math. Yeah, 30-year-old card are grading for gem mint 10s, which is insane. Because you would think that these cards are in bad condition, they were not stored properly. It is really suspect now that a lot of people are raising a lot of questions for the whole community. But yes, they definitely have some serious complaining. I mean, some serious explaining to do. And even obviously, I don't want to put any blame on CGC, but how do you not put blame on them? You're supposed to authenticate the cards. Maybe they. How do you not have the foresight to like scan these cards under a microscope and see exactly when they were printed? But yeah, I just hope that this story isn't true and like maybe just some of them are printed in 2024. But it is crazy that this is a breaking story in 2025 because people are paying thousands of dollars for these cards. But yeah, that pretty much sums the whole situation. But the thing is, the one thing I want to know is how does CGC, do they pay back the users? I mean, not the users, the collectors that bought these items that are currently in possession of these playtest cards, right? I don't know how that works. I've heard that they do pay the last sold market price. So if the collector bought it for like $5,000 and the car recently sold for $1,000, how like do they get paid $1,000? Do they eat the $4,000 loss? Yeah, just crazy stories so far. It's also crazy to see if the Pokemon Company itself will release a statement on any of this. But yeah, as you guys can see here, these cards are going for a hefty sum, of money. These aren't like chump change or anything. But yeah, maybe these just makes the cards that much rarer and more sought after. But it is crazy if you just like scroll through eBay sold. There's so many gem mint 10s, which is very, very like suspicious. But yeah, that's basically the whole situation. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe and leave a like. Thank you guys all for watching. Peace.